So today I'll be talking about the Chapter 8 assignment, and I am assigned to talk about airfare in the US and the comparison outside the US. So before I get started, I'd like to tell you guys where I get all my references, which is simpleflying.com, businessinsider.com, traveluppat.com, thepointsguy.com, CNN.com. Unfortunately, the given website or link, which is www.numbeo.com, does not apply into my research or assigned research. Uh, does have limited transportation research in there, but not specifically for airfares. Uh, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead and start with the U.S. and the reason why the US fare is so expensive today. So the US fare are so expensive today because of the demand coupled with other factors including increased labor costs, jet fuel up to 40% year over year, and not every airline is operating a 2019 capacity levels. Um, in comparison to Europe, uh, which is the largest single reason for lower airfares in Europe, is the presence of competition. The Open Skies Agreement established in the European Union means that European airlines can fly between European countries freely. Um, and then Asia is the very last one I'd like to compare it with, um, which is Asia is actually currently experiencing a rise in airfares price after the pandemic up to 33% um, because of the labor shortages and the closure of Russian airspace because of the war or the invasion going on between the Russia and Ukraine. Um, so kind of give you guys a little bit of the numbers. The U.S. average international ticket price is 1,368, representing a 14.1 increase. The European airlines or the Europe airfares are 37% increase, um, under 1,200 in round trips, and obviously it depends on where you're going or the location. So if you were to fly from Europe to the US, um, it will be a little bit expensive, a little bit more expensive than it is if you were to fly to Asia because of the restriction of the airspace from Russia or Russian airspace closure. And then Asia, for some reason, they didn't give me any number or money number. All it says was 33% due to Russian airspace closure. So the the differences between US, Europe, and Asia really varies on the destination. So US, based on my research, US domestic flights are actually quite cheap, ranging above $300. And then for some reason in Europe, when I try to research a domestic flights there, um, nothing was coming out, and I don't think they're actually, people that live in European countries actually flies from one European country to another. It's mainly usually out of the continent. Um, so, but among all the um, two continents I had compared U.S. with, um, the Asia has the most expensive um, airfares because of not only because of the pandemic that raises 33%, but it's also because of the Russian airspace closure um, were kind of brings up the airfare prices. And that conclude my little research about the airfares um, prices comparison from U.S. and outside the country. Have a great weekend.